What's up, everybody? Rothstein here, Fame Rothstein Sports Investing Show. Today is Sunday, December 13th, 2020. It is about 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the beautiful, lovely Queen City, a.k.a. the Republic of Cincinnati. And that makes it about 5 a.m. Pacific time and about 2 a.m. in Hawaii. But regardless of where you're listening to us from, thank you for listening and welcome back to the show. Now, as I always like to do about this time, before we continue, I just want to remind you of a few things. First and foremost, if you feel you have a gambling problem, please do not listen to this show. Please contact your state or your local Gamblers Anonymous Association hotline, and hopefully they can get you the services you feel you need, because on this show, we discuss sports investing through sports wagering, and we don't want to be any triggers to any negative behaviors for you, all right? So please contact your state or your local Gamblers Help Group, and hopefully they can get you on the path of the straight and narrow. Secondly, okay, if you're not already, please subscribe. Hit that subscribe button for me. Subscribe to this show. I give this content out for free. These other guys will charge you $5.99, $6.99 a month, couple $100 a month, or whatever, to get their picks. I do this for free for the love, because I love you. You understand me? I do this for the love. Okay? Never charging. It's not my game. I'm not here to use your money to recoup my losses. That ain't what I do. Okay? Thirdly, hey, don't forget, you can also check me out on Instagram at Fame_Rothstein, FAME_ROTHSTEIN. Okay? Or you can email me, FameRothstein at Yahoo, FAMEROTHSTEIN at Yahoo. Okay? Or you can, as you know, find me on this show, leave comments, subscribe, sign up for notifications, okay? And you can find me on Twitter at Biggie Rothstein, BIGGIEROTHSTEIN. If you've been following for a while, you understand why the name change is different, okay? And lastly, how could I be remiss if I didn't shout out the homie, my kangaroo, the Kango. So you know what today is. It's bucket low like fuck it though. Okay? Obviously, I don't endorse them people. They don't endorse me. I just wear Kangos, okay? Is that okay? Kango kid, if you will. You might be cute, but you ain't getting this because you're much too soup. Word that somebody, Shorty told me that, Roxanne, back in like 86. Just having a good time with it. Shout out to UTFO, Untouchable Forces Organization, Kango Kid, rest in peace, EMD, Dr. Ice. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the DJ's name. Damn, bruh. Mixmaster Ice, that was his name. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we were 2-1 yesterday. Let's get into the action. We were 2-1 yesterday. Okay, I gave you 3 college football picks. The one that lost, Houston at Memphis, we said it would go over 63, I believe. And it was 27-27. Closing seconds of the fourth quarter. I'm like, yeah, hopefully we get in overtime. Somebody else score. No. Memphis kicked the field goal to win it and end it in regulation. Kept us about 3 points short, a touchdown short, something like that. But the 2 we won were, we said that this might have been a little confusing for you, but it did hit. We said that Appalachian State at Georgia Southern would go over. I said 54 on the show, and I didn't tease it. I don't remember telling you I teased it. I thought that's what I got it at. My ticket had 49.5. It went over both of those. Final score was 34-26. That made it 60. Clearly went over, so we were good either way. And then we said that BYU hosting San Diego State would go over 24.5 points in the first half. And they did. Easily. What was it? 14-7 after 1, and I think BYU scored maybe 10 in the second quarter. We won that one, all right? So, we're having a decent week and we want to keep it going. We got action for today. We got 3 games today, okay? 2 of them are from the same game. So let's get right into that, okay? That's the Colts at the Raiders, okay? One of them's a prop. The running back for the Colts, I think he's number 21, Nyheim Hines. I love that kid. He can play. He's slippery, nice out the backfield. He can catch. We're going to take him today to get 2 touchdowns. That's the official show pick. He's going to get 2 touchdowns today. Raiders defense ain't really all that, and the Colts surprisingly have a good offense. Everybody's talking all this shit about Phillip Rivers, all these pick sixes he was throwing, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, when Phillip Rivers was in his prime, he was nasty. You don't lose that. He just needs players. He's got players now. Colts surprisingly have a good offense. The Colts were just a surprisingly good team this year. Good offense and defense. Philly Riv, as Dion likes to call him. You know Dion, the greatest cornerback to ever live. I mean, shit, I don't want to hear nothing about Revis, Jalen Ramsey, the dude with the dreads. What's his name? Richard Sherman. Sorry, Rich. I don't want to hear nothing about none of these other cats. They ain't fucking with Dion, all right? But I digress. But you knew that, right? Especially if you're of a certain age, you knew that. I just wanted to let the youngins know. But yeah, the Colts have a great defense. Surprisingly good team. And my man, Himes, out of the backfield, that dude, I'm telling you, he's made plays this year that you wouldn't believe when you see the highlights of him. So that's why we're going to take him to score 2 touchdowns. If you want to take him to just score 1, I understand. But I'm taking him to score 2, plus 750. I think that's a steal. Okay? Also, that same game, we're going to take it to go over 51 total points. Why? Because the Raiders are damn good, at home especially. It came out east a couple times, struggled with the Jets last week, got mollywopped by the Falcons the week before, but at home, they're going to do their thing. Believe Jacobs is back. You have Derek Carr. Any other year, Derek Carr, oh my God, if the Chiefs, I'm telling you what right now, if the Raiders hadn't lost, there's 2 games that they lost. One was to the Falcons and one earlier in the year. I can't think of it. Derek Carr's in the MVP conversation any other year. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to take that game, Colts at Raiders, to go over 51.5 points, along with, or over 51, there's no hook, along with Nyheim Hines, the Colts running back, to score 2 touchdowns. All right? And the last game is the Kansas City Chiefs going down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. All right? The Tua magic kind of wore off of Miami. But they're still a damn good team. 2nd place in the AFC East. They're going to make, I'm not going to say they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to finish in the money when it comes to teams making the playoffs, because there's going to be probably a 10-6 team that doesn't get in. Okay? It's going to probably be a 10-6 team that doesn't get in. AFC kind of loaded this year. And I think that, but they're still doing their thing for Tua. They just, the magic kind of wore off. He got benched once. He didn't look so good against the Bengals last week. But they still got fit. If Fitzmagic comes in, it's going to be over. They're going to probably score 80 between them. All right? But in the Chiefs, man, I was looking at some stats. I was astounded at how many times they throw at. How many targets Cheetah gets, Tyreek Hill. I was astounded. I did not realize they throw at him that much. I just thought he, was, just getting behind people a couple times and the finish with 6 catches for $120. Now they throw at him 15, 20 times. Man, and because every time I hear who's the best receiver and his name comes up, I'm like, I don't really look at him as a receiver. But, yeah, man. And the Chiefs is just going to score, period. They ain't got to deal with all that violent-ass cold out in Kansas City, ice and everything. They're going to be down in Miami, loose, playing in 70, 80 degree weather. It's going to feel good. They're going to ball. There's going to be points put up this game. And that's why I'm taking it to go over 49. All right? At 49 and a half, I think that does have a hook. So we got to get to 50. All right? So let's recap. First game, Colts at Raiders. We're taking Nyheim Hines of the Colts to get 2 touchdowns. Like I said, if you want only want him to get 1, that's fine. I'm taking him for 2 at plus 750. Okay? And we're going to take that game to go over 51 points. And then the Kansas City Kansas City at Miami. We're going to take that game to go over 49 and a half points, all right? So there you have it. You've got plenty of time to get online, get in line, and get to the bag. And you know the show's motto, if there's games to be played, there's money to be made. We'll be back tomorrow on the podcast only that you can catch on Anchor, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, about 10 different places, okay? Sign up for notifications on that as well. Subscribe to it as well. Podcast goes Thursday through Monday. I'm on YouTube Saturday and Sunday, and I'm on Instagram Saturday and Sunday. So there's, numerous places you can find me to get your action, all right? I don't do anything on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I come back. Usually a pop culture rant and a pick or two. Whether I have a rant or not this week, I will be on YouTube on Wednesday. I promise you. All right? But yeah, so let's go get our action in. Let's be safe. Let's be courteous out there to each other. And let's see if we can get to a bag like we did yesterday and the day before, all right? And I'll talk to you tomorrow on the podcast, everybody. But until then, peace.